Back here at Croke Park, it's half-time between Kilkenny and Cork. Kilkenny, of course, leading 2-12 to 5 points. Third part to Moss McCahey, Ger Loughnane here in our studio. Ger, Kilkenny don't have to prove to us how good a hurling team they are, but I suspect they're going to do it anyway.
Well, you bet they are, because they're not going to ease up, you know. And people will be saying, watching on, they'll be saying, listen, the game is over now, forget about it. But like, isn't it great to watch a real super team, a champion team in action, you know? And it's the same formula as they've used for the last 4 or 5 years. Midfielders, half-back line clearing up, deliver great ball to the forwards, forwards taking on the man and going for goals, even if they don't get them. What they do is they'll go for goals, and in the process they're wearing out the opposition. And eventually the break will come and the ball is in the net, the gap opens, and then another goal comes and it opens further again. So it's watching a super team in action, as good a team as ever was in hurling, probably as ever was in any sport. So even though the second half will probably be one-sided, it's going to be interesting to see the killer instinct Kilkenny have. They're not going to ease up. And to watch the quality of their play, their support play, the way they switch to play from side to side, the way their forwards work so hard. That doesn't even ball going into the Cork full forward. They're not even getting ball.
Not a bit.
So any semblance of a contest is really, really gone by now. But there's still a lot to look forward.
And the other extraordinary thing about it is, Cyril, you know, the football, we've had Kerry complaining that, you know, the layoff being champions, Tyrone, Mickey Hart doing the same thing. Kilkenny have been off for weeks and weeks, and they come, they're as sharp as ever. Yeah,
but Michael, they're good at it. Like this is their favourite route. They don't lose matches. They have 2 games or 3 in Leinster, come out and they don't complain. They just go and play the game. And early on in this game, they'll go for goals the whole time. But like, they're very, very strong. The 2 wing backs again now. They've lost their centre back Brian Hogan, but Riley's on playing quite well. And Michael Finley's kind of becoming immense. Like the last year, kind of playing for Ballyhale, he's grown and grown in stature. Chaz in his work. And up front, like before Henry got knocked, we'll say whatever injury got in the ear ankle, he orchestrated all the attacks. And it was lovely to look at. And you have Richie Power, who's brilliant in the air, very good free taker, really coming in kind of to himself. And all the others, like in comparison to Cork, all the Kilkenny forwards have scored. But I think where Cork are very weak at the moment is their half back line. From midfield, midfield and the Kilkenny half forwards, they're powering through, and it's very hard on the Cork full back line to hold out, because they're holding for a while, but you can't hold. It's like holding the dam. Eventually it's going to come.
You see, this is what happened to Moss. Like, in fairness to Cork, they tried to get stuck in at the start. They were tackling everything that moved for a while, kind of, you know. But as Cyril said, there was kind of an inevitability about the way this was going to go.
Yeah, Michael, and kind of Kilkenny probably knew that themselves. I mean, here we see Brian Hogan. I mean, this is good work by Kieran Murphy, right? He's not going to let him out. He's harassing, he's hooking, and look, it eventually comes and there's a body tackle there by John Gardner. And you expected this to happen maybe in the first 10 minutes, and certainly without a doubt, right? Here again, a ball in around the square, and look, they're defending it well. They're getting their bodies in, they're getting blocks in, they're getting hooks in, and they weren't let the guys get in to get free shots. You know, you were saying, yeah, if we can keep this up over a period of time. At that stage, I think in the game was only about 2 points to 1. You know, so you were holding fire, but it was going to come though at some stage that all of this was energy sapping. It was actually getting the best out of what the Cork defence were going to offer, and suddenly the whole thing opens up and there's goals scored in after that. You know,
if they had a chance to score points, they wouldn't take it. They kept going for goal for goal.
Yeah, it's very bit unusual with Kilkenny in a situation like that they'd be happy to get their 6 or 7 points and tap them over the bar.
Were they just trying to nail Cork? Was that
the plan. Obviously they were told, get out goals, forget about points, go for goals. And you see that ability to win the ball in the air, that ability, as we said with the South Miners, in the tight, to make room for themselves in the tight. Not alone do they win it, but they're able to get away from the man so fast in order to be able to get the shot in. You know, they could have 2 goals got before they ever got a goal.
We saw Donald making the save there, but the first Kilkenny goal, it came from almost a similar type of move, and this time there was no stopping it.
That's exactly it. That's their plan. The very same, you know, they keep the same pattern. If it doesn't work, try it again. If it doesn't work, go again. You know, taking on the man. The Cork half-back line, not good facing their own goal. Run at them. Now, what Eddie Brennan did here, if you see it in slow motion, what he did, where he was, look at the run he get, away from his man. So the man had either decide to go with him or else to stay.
The pass is perfect.
The pass is perfect, but the running of Eddie was perfect as well, because the man had either to go with him and let Shefflin straight through.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
And they use their composure under pressure.
It was the best man in that position to have the ball they're going through with Shefflin, because the vision that he sees, I mean, they've gone through with a few of those as earlier, and the passes kind of went astray, but this one.
Then what Cork didn't need after that was they conceded another goal. This was a little bit of slightly messy.
Slightly messy, and I'm sure Donald will be disappointed with it as well. I think when it comes down, I mean, we look at it again over the championship season. This guy hasn't been faulted for the similar type of balls. He's been very, very comfortable underneath him, you know. And look, you could maybe argue if Richie Power goes in there and he's not playing the ball, he's gone straight in at the goalkeeper. But again, right, I mean, that's probably on Cadigan, his job as a full-back. Maybe he's got to keep his full forward outside him, you know. So, and I mean,
you couldn't say to the field the same time.
No. 9 times out of 10,
but again,
the killer is
the first real game this year back on, deadly at getting goals, and he gets them every day.
One downside from a Kilkenny point of view, injury to Henry Shefflin. Given his knee problems, this could have consequences.
He went up for a ball, Michael Cott. You can see, like, you know, look at this fella, he's a mainstay, like that Michael Finn. Like, again, going for score up in the air, like, you know, this is Henry coming down now. He jars that, it's knee, I'd say, an ankle. Now, that's probably the old injury, because knowing him well, he wouldn't go off without, you know, it's terrible to see him going off. He's the orchestra of the whole of the forward, because as Tomas says, when he gets the ball he lays off is pin perfect. Even the pass to Eddie Brin, I know Eddie did a good run, but the times before that, other players didn't give it as good. He's deadly.
It's definitely a knee injury to Henry Shefflin. We don't know the extent of it just yet. Okay, we're headed off to another break now. Stay with us for more on this All-Ireland semi-final straight after that. Plus our big competition here on the Sunday game, because you might be going to the All-Ireland hurling final.